Deep in the heart of Cambodia, where the jungle hums 1,000 secrets, lay a temple forgotten by time. Its name was Beng Milea, but young Dara called it the Tumble-Down Kingdom. He loved to explore its mossy stones and the tangled roots that held them in a strong embrace. One morning, while tracing the carvings on a fallen wall, Dara met an old man with eyes as deep and quiet as the temple pools. "I am Chaya," the man said, his voice like the rustling of leaves. "The stones have a story to tell, if you know how to listen." Chaya pointed to a carving of a beautiful, unopened flower on the wall. "This is the stone lotus," he whispered. "Legend says that when the jungle first embraced the temple, the spirit of the forest gifted it a single magical flower. It holds all the temple's memories." Dara's eyes widened with excitement. "Is it real? Can we find it?" Chaya smiled. "The path is not straight. It follows the whispers of the wind and the dance of the sunlight. You must look not just with your eyes, but with your heart." They journeyed deeper into the Tumble-Down Kingdom. They climbed over giant roots that looked like sleeping snakes and squeezed through narrow stone doorways that led to hidden courtyards. In one courtyard, a troop of monkeys chattered from the high walls, tossing down bright red berries. "They are the guardians," Chaya explained. "They test the patience of those who seek the secret." Dara waited quietly until the monkeys fell silent, and a single berry landed softly at his feet. He picked it up, a tiny, perfect jewel, and felt a sense of calm settle over him. Next, they came to a long, dark gallery where the air was cool and still. The only light came from a crack in the ceiling high above. "This is the Chamber of Echoes," said Chaya. "Here, you must listen for the temple's heartbeat." Dara closed his eyes. He heard the drip, drip, drip of water, the buzz of a distant bee, and then a low, gentle hum that seemed to come from the stones themselves. It felt ancient and calm. He opened his eyes and knew which way to go. The hum led them to a tiny, hidden chamber, tucked behind a curtain of hanging vines. There, growing from a crack in a single stone, was a flower unlike any other. Its petals were made of shimmering moss-green crystal, and it pulsed with a soft, warm light. "The flower does more than hold memories," Chaya whispered, his voice full of reverence. "It shares them. Look." He gestured to a wall beside them that had seemed bare just moments before. In the flower's soft green light, intricate carvings began to glow on the stone. Dara could see images of people, their faces focused, working together to raise the temple's massive blocks into place. "These are the builders," Chaya explained. "The flower remembers their strength and their devotion." He pointed to a radiant figure of a queen wearing an ornate headdress. She dreamed this place into being. The light on the wall shifted, and the scene changed. The green glow softened to a warm gold, revealing a great celebration. Carved dancers with graceful hands and musicians with ancient instruments filled the courtyard. "The temple remembers its happiest days," Chaya said softly. "The joy of the people is still here, held in the stones, waiting for a heart quiet enough to feel it." But then, the golden light flickered and turned a deep, sorrowful red. The joyous scenes were replaced by images of conflict, of soldiers with spears and a kingdom in turmoil. The air grew heavy and sad. "It remembers the sad times too," Chaya said, his voice somber. "A memory is not complete without both laughter and tears. The temple holds this sorrow to remind us of the price of anger." Just as quickly, the red light faded, replaced by a calm, healing blue. The new images showed no people at all, only the jungle. Great roots wrapped around pillars, and delicate ferns grew from cracks in the stone. "And then came the quiet," Chaya whispered. "The jungle did not conquer the temple. It came to protect it, to hold its memories safe until people were ready to listen again. The light from the flower returned to its gentle, moss-green glow. The images on the walls faded, becoming simple, moss-covered stone once more. The secret had been shared, and the temple fell silent again. The flower has shared its stories with you, Chaya said, his eyes kind. Now, you are a part of its memory. You have become a guardian, just like the monkeys and the trees. As they turned to leave, a brightly colored butterfly, with wings like stained glass, fluttered from the vines. It danced in the air before them and landed gently on Dara's outstretched hand. The butterfly stayed for only a moment before flitting away, leading them back along the path they had come. It was a living jewel, a tiny guide, showing them the way out of the temple's deep heart. When they reached the edge of the tumble-down kingdom, where the sunlight felt bright and new, Chaya stopped. He placed his hand on Dara's head in a gentle blessing. "Remember what the stones told you," he said. Dara nodded, his heart full. He looked back at the great stone kingdom, no longer tumbled down in his eyes. It was a library of whispers, and he, Dara, was now its storyteller.